extremely disturbing scandals of Pastor TB Joshua. In a dark and harrowing revelation, the malevolent deeds of Pastor TB Joshua have emerged, casting a shadow of terror and anguish. Temitope Balogun Joshua entered the world on June 12, 1963, in the town of Arigidi Akoko, located in Ondo State. From the outset, Joshua's life was marked by extraordinary tales, including assertions that his birth was heralded by miracles and that he had remained in his mother's womb for an extended period of 15 months. He even mentioned that his arrival had been foretold a century before it happened. Joshua's early life was shaped by financial hardship, with his family background rooted in the Yoruba community, which encompassed followers of both Islam and Christianity. Following the death of his father, who was a Christian, Joshua was raised by a Muslim uncle, reflecting the religious diversity of his family. He was educated at St. Stephen's Anglican Primary School in his hometown from 1971 to 1977, as reported by the Synagogue, Church of All Nations SCOAN, the religious organization he later established. However, Joshua's formal education was brief. After just 1 year of secondary education, he left school to work at a poultry farm, diverting from the traditional educational path early in his life. In the heart of Nigeria's bustling spiritual landscape, Temitope Balogun Joshua, known to the world as TB Joshua, emerged as a figure of immense controversy and unparalleled charisma. His journey from the shadows of obscurity to the pinnacle of religious fame is a story that intertwines faith, mystery, and the quest for understanding beyond the ordinary. TB Joshua was not just another preacher. He was a phenomenon amidst allegations and whispers of deceit. He stood as a beacon of hope for many, drawing thousands to his church, the Synagogue, Church of All Nations. But what was it that catapulted him into the realms of such fame and infamy? Critics were quick to point fingers, accusing Joshua of exploiting the vulnerable for financial gain. Rumors swirled of miracles that defied explanation, of the sick healed and the hopeless restored. Yet these same miracles raised eyebrows, questioning the authenticity of their origins and the ethics of their execution. Controversy did not end at the altar. Tales of Joshua's unorthodox methods, including slapping congregants during deliverance sessions, added layers to his complex persona. More disturbing were the allegations of misconduct, with whispers of inappropriate relationships casting long shadows over his ministry. Fragen 70, task called Vund Lorge. Why would a man, followed by millions, revered as a prophet, engage in actions that seemed at odds with the very teachings he proclaimed? Was it a quest for power, an insatiable desire for control, or something deeper, a conviction in his divine appointment? TB Joshua's power was undeniable. To his followers, he was a conduit of the divine, a man through whom God spoke directly. His influence spanned continents, reaching into the homes and hearts of those who had never set foot in Nigeria. Yet with power comes scrutiny, and with scrutiny, the inevitable clash between belief and skepticism. The narrative surrounding Pastor TB Joshua encapsulates a profound and intricate tale of devotion and controversy, weaving through the vast spectrum of human emotions, belief systems, and the disillusionment that follows revelations of misconduct. His journey, punctuated by claims of miraculous healings and foretellings, juxtaposed with severe allegations of wrongdoing, presents a complex challenge to the binary notion of good and evil. It highlights the nuanced interplay of authority, faith, and the vulnerabilities that lie therein. Central to Joshua's story is his establishment of the Synagogue, Church of All Nations SCOAN, a congregation that purportedly attracted individuals worldwide seeking spiritual solace and miraculous intervention. Lauded for his claimed abilities to cure illnesses, exorcise malevolent spirits, and predict occurrences, Joshua's ministry was catapulted into the global spotlight via Emmanuel TV, the church's broadcast channel. This platform was instrumental in crafting his persona as a contemporary prophet and healer, earning him adoration and skepticism alike. However, an investigative report by the BBC unveiled a darker facet of Joshua's ministry, bringing to light allegations from those once deeply embedded within his fold. These ex-members narrated experiences of a pervasive culture of intimidation and misconduct, accusing Joshua of sexual exploitation among his female adherents. They painted a picture of a repressive environment where dissent was quashed. And the congregations most susceptible, particularly young women, were allegedly subjected to manipulation and harm. The exposed further revealed assertions of a concealed clinic on the SCOAN premises where pregnancies purportedly resulting from such abuses were claimed to be clandestinely terminated. This revelation not only cast a pall over Joshua's legacy, but also ignited ethical and legal debates concerning the practices within his ministry. The ripple effects of these allegations on Joshua's followers and the wider community were profound. For many, the exposed dismantled their revered image of Joshua, plunging them into a state of disillusionment. This sentiment echoed a larger narrative of disenchantment and betrayal by religious figures, a narrative far from exclusive to SCOAN. For those alleging victimization, the public discourse that followed offered a degree of acknowledgement, albeit coupled with the harrowing prospect of public scrutiny. The bravery required to confront such a figure amid potential reprisal from a devout and protective following highlights the daunting journey towards seeking justice against influential entities. In the aftermath, the call for religious institutions to enforce measures protecting their congregants has intensified. The case against Joshua underscores a pressing need for transparency, accountability, and stringent safeguarding protocols to prevent exploitation and ensure the welfare of vulnerable members. It also accentuates the pivotal role of investigative journalism in illuminating such issues, despite the formidable task of challenging figures held in high esteem by many. Joshua's unexpected demise amid burgeoning international scrutiny left a trail of unresolved inquiries, complicating the pursuit of truth and closure for those accusing him and disorienting his followers amid swirling controversies. Contemplating Joshua's legacy demands a discerning exploration of his life, his ministry's impact, and the tarnishing allegations. It necessitates a critical evaluation of power dynamics within religious frameworks, where charismatic leadership can foster conditions conducive to abuse. His story serves as a cautionary reminder of the perils of unwavering allegiance to individuals, irrespective of their alleged spiritual capacities or philanthropic deeds. As discussions evolve, it's crucial they catalyze a wider dialogue on fortifying religious spaces with principles of safety, dignity, and ethical conduct for the alleged victims, disillusioned followers, and broader society. Navigating the path to comprehension and healing presents formidable challenges. However, this journey is essential, aspiring towards a reality where abuses are not only exposed but preemptively averted through collective awareness and a steadfast commitment to ethical excellence. TB Joshua's complex saga remains a critical discourse, urging ongoing reflection on the need for accountability, transparency, and empathy within the realms of religious communities. This comprehensive narrative around Pastor TB Joshua and the subsequent BBC documentary that exposed a darker side of his ministry has ignited a significant conversation about the responsibilities of religious leaders and the mechanisms of accountability in religious organizations. The allegations of abuse, manipulation, and control outlined in the documentary, as well as the discussions that followed Joshua's unexpected death, point to the broader issues of power dynamics, accountability, and the role of media in unveiling truths that are often hidden behind a veneer of spirituality and charisma. The emergence of such allegations against a figure like TB Joshua, who was revered by many as a prophet and healer, underscores the necessity for a critical examination of religious authority. It highlights the importance of creating environments within religious communities that prioritize the safety, dignity, and autonomy of all members, especially the most vulnerable. This story serves as a poignant reminder of the potential for abuse in settings where power is unchecked and accountability mechanisms are lacking. Moreover, the role of investigative journalism, as demonstrated by the BBC's documentary, is pivotal in bringing these stories to light. It showcases the courage of survivors and the determination of journalists to uncover the truth, despite potential pushback and the challenges of questioning beloved public figures. The documentary's impact extends beyond the specifics of Joshua's ministry, encouraging a wider reflection on how societies and communities can better protect individuals from abuse and support those who have been harmed. Aside the conversation surrounding TB Joshua's legacy, the allegations against him. And the circumstance of his death also raises questions about the nature of belief, the expectation of spiritual leaders, and the responsibility of those leaders to their followers. It invites a deeper dialogue about the ethical obligations of religious figures and the importance of transparency and integrity in all forms of leadership. As the community reflects on these issues, it is crucial to consider the lessons that can be learned from the saga of TB Joshua. These include the importance of listening to and validating survivors, the need for strong safeguarding policies within religious organizations, and the ongoing responsibility of both the media and the public to hold powerful figures to account. The story of TB Joshua is a call to action for all involved in or touched by religious communities to ensure that faith spaces are safe, healing, and respectful environments for everyone. The discussions generated by this story, both in terms of the documentary's revelations and the speculations surrounding Joshua's death, offer an opportunity for critical reflection and dialogue. They serve as a catalyst for change, prompting individuals and institutions alike to reevaluate their practices and policies to prevent abuse and ensure that religious leaders are held to the highest ethical standards. In the end, the legacy of TB Joshua and the controversies that surrounded him may well contribute to a broader understanding of and commitment to accountability, transparency, and compassion in religious context and beyond. In the end, the legacy of TB Joshua remains a tapestry of contradictions. A man who brought hope to many, yet whose methods and motives sparked controversy and debate. His life forces us to confront the complexities of faith in the modern world, the fine line between the spiritual and the temporal, and the eternal human quest for truth amidst the mysteries that surround us. As the sun sets on the saga of TB Joshua, questions remain, leaving us to ponder the nature of faith, the power of belief, and the enduring enigma of a man who, for better or worse, reshaped the religious landscape of his time. If this touched you, please subscribe, leave a comment below. Your engagement means the world to us. Your subscription helps us grow and continue our work. Every comment, every like is deeply appreciated. Thank you so much for being a part of our journey. Your support is our lifeline. Much love and gratitude to you.